This conference will now be recorded.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure it is. Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, as always, the post-lunch session is always bit heavy on everyone, and the participation is always low. But it is definitely an honor to have Dr. Anish Gandhi over here, who is one of my good friends, and he was my classmate during my MBA and my junior in my engineering college. And I am really proud to have him still as my friend. and his accomplishments and achievements are recommendable, as you might be seeing. He has, after completing his engineering, he has achieved his MBA and then went ahead to do a postgraduate diploma in intellectual property rights. He has done his PhD. So just like me, he is a forever student. He keeps on learning new things, and that is what I like about him. We often engage ourselves in discussions about patenting and trademarking and all the IPR related stuff, not only on India and national levels, but international patenting and all those also we often discuss together. He is now a registered patent agent, and he's an honorary consultant with IP Secure. Uh, so definitely he is a force to reckon with in the field of IPR, and we can definitely get such valuable insights from him as when we are talking about protecting our intellectual property rights that we work very hard for to create. So without much ado, I would like Dr. Gandhi to take the platform and start his talk. Welcome, Dr. Gandhi.
Okay, thank you, Tejas. Thank you, Tejas, for a nice introduction. And always, whenever we have to talk on the patent-related topics, I'll be most happiest to do that job. So today, we'll be discussing a topic on patenting of computer-related inventions, also termed as CRIs in technical terms in India. Mostly here, if I understand, the people will be working in the field of computer, but they're always there is no clarity on how to go about the patenting of software related inventions. So let us have a look on that. So in my talk, I'll be covering some introductory part. Of course, this is just to connect you because this is the topic which maybe will be known to most of you. Then we'll be talking about legal provision related to CRIs, that is computer related inventions. Then various terms and definitions relating to the CRI. This will be helpful in understanding the later on topics. Then what patentability criteria are required, okay, as far as CRIs are concerned. Then exclusion under the section 3K. So we'll give, you can say, a more time on this particular topic because this particular section, as far as is concerned, is a very important as far as patenting of computer related invention is concerned. Then case studies and claim related to the CRIs. So in this, we try to cover certain cases. Then other available forms for protecting the CRI. That is also the important point. Okay, now the first question come to the mind always is, are software patentable in India? Then the second is, can we obtain a patent for the mobile app in India? So these are the very basic questions today people have in their mind. So let us have a look at the first software patent which was granted in the world. So it was granted in the year 1966, as you can see here. And the title was a computer arranged for the automatic solution of linear programming problem. Now, most of the engineering students, commerce graduates are knowing about the operations research. So there was one method that is called the linear programming problem for solving the optimization problem. Then applicants were British Petroleum Company. So what they had claimed in the patent, or what was granted as a claim in the patent, so it is a computer which comprises of quick access storage, slow access storage, and arithmetic unit. So this is something related to the hardware part, and which is arranged to solve automatically linear programming problem. So there is some arrangement. So you can say this, there is some system of the hardwares, and the next part is very important, by means of an iterative algorithm. So here we are talking about some soft part, you can say, in the form of the algorithm or the software. So basically hardware is there, some system is there, some interaction in the form of interaction, and there is an algorithm, there is a software. So let us have some examples of the software which are in use. So we are talking about the operating system softwares, then softwares for the general or day-to-day use. So this is just to understand the classification part. Then more specialized softwares, like one is as an example the MATLAB here. Then another is a software that makes the internet work, that is a web server softwares. So these are the various categories of the software which you may come across. Okay, now other two part is also the important. We are talking about the source file as well as the machine code. So normally programs are written in a source file, as we know. So let us have some look at the definition of the say information technology, that is IT. So information technology has engaged as a vital tool for scientific development and to ease the life of the human being since last few decades. So again, I'll just to connect you, I'll go through the definition. The term information technology encompasses the whole gamut of inputting, storing, retrieving, transmitting, and managing data through the use of computers and various other networks, hardware, software, electronic and telecommunication equipments. Let us understand the use or applications of IT in the various field. Okay, so that we can understand that what is the importance of the today's topic and how we can encase it. So use of IT in education, as we know, nowadays ICT enabled campuses, distant learning programs, NPTEL if you talk about, then approvals, accreditations, affiliations. Then we are talking about cashless society. So virtual money, cash value cards, electronic wallets, M-banking, I-banking. We are talking about the e-commerce, that is in the form of online shopping, as an example, hotel bookings, then entertainment, infotainment, and leisure industries. So we are talking about online TV channels, live streaming, online movie channels, job and career sites are available. Then social networking sites are there. Governance and law enforcement, again, a very important part. We are talking about the municipal corporation, online complaint booking, civic centers, CT on camera for issue of e-memo, vehicle registration, criminal records, etc. Office management, enterprise resource planning and management, and Internet of Things. Again, when we talk about the last one, that is Internet of Things, okay, it has a wide applications now. So Internet of Things is the network of physical object or things embedded with electronic software, sensors, and network connectivity. So when we look at IoT, it allows the object to be sensed and controlled remotely across the existing network infrastructure, and it creates the opportunity for more direct integration between physical world and computer-based systems. So again, if we look at the various applications of IoT, we are talking about applications in the home and consumer, then transport and mobility sector, then health, then building and infrastructure sectors, and cities and industries. So this is one of the example where efficient waste management in the smart cities, which is supported by the sensing as a service. Okay, so this is how the IoT has been implemented. So we are also talking about the industry 4.0. So industry has witnessed a rapid growth due to the computerization of the activities which are here to carried out manually or mechanically. The advent of the internet and the World Wide Web, coupled with exponential growth and processing and storage power, has led to the capability which were previously untouched. So when we talk about the revolution, we are talking about the 4.0, and even we are going forward with this, we are talking about AI, VR, and other things over here now. So now this is basically the heart of the today's topic, that what do you mean by the computer related inventions? So how we define it? Again, this is defined with reference to the Patent Act. So computer related invention, also known as a CRI, comprises inventions which involves the use of computers, computer networks, or other programmable apparatus, and include such inventions having one or more feature of which are realized wholly or partly by means of computer program or programs. So what are the legal provisions relating to the computer related inventions as far as India is concerned? So let us have a look at that. So to understand that, of course, we have to go through some basics of patenting also. So when we look at the patent, so what do you mean by the patent? So patent is a monopoly right, okay, which is granted, okay, granted for an invention. Now invention may be the product or a process. By whom? By the government. To whom? So to the inventor or his assignee, and it is for limited period. That term is a 20 years, and it is valid within the country of a grant. So it is basically a territorial right. There is nothing like an international patent. To get the right, you have to apply differently to the different countries. Okay, now the Patent Amendment Act 2002, okay, number 38 of 2002 came into effect on 20th May 2003. It amended the definition of invention under 2IJ section S. Invention means a new product or a process involving an inventive step and capable of industrial application. So we have to now understand what do you mean by new invention, what is inventive step, what is capable of industrial application. So new invention again is defined under section 21J, okay, of the Patent Act, say 21L of the Patent Act. So new invention means any invention or a technology which has not been anticipated by publication in any document used in the country or elsewhere in the world before the date of filing of patent application with complete specification. So this is a very important definition to understand. We are talking about anticipation at a world level. Suppose we want to apply for a patent in India, but still your concept, your invention should not be known in any form to the public all over the world. Means in the other way, the subject matter has not fallen into the public domain, or that it does not form the part of state of art. Now what is the meaning of inventive step? So inventive step means a feature of an invention which involves technical advancement as compared to the existing knowledge. So we want to go further, okay, or having an economic significance, or having both, and that makes the invention, so last is very important, and that makes the invention not obvious to the person skilled in art. So we have to also define the person skilled in art. I'll make you to understand the definition of new invention, definition of inventive step with the help of an example. Now what is the meaning of capable of industrial application? So in relation to the invention, it means the invention is capable of being made or used in industry. In the other way, if we say, there should be a possibility of the commercial exploitation of your invention. So that is the main thing. It should have a market availability, and it should be capable of being manufactured, being made in mass, okay, in an industry. Now, the Patent Amendment Act 2002 also introduced an explicit exclusion from the patentability under section 3. Now section 3 is very important. Section 3 talks about non-patentability subject matters or non-patentable subject matters. So under section 3, there is a subsection 3K, which is related to the computer related inventions. So what it says, a mathematical or a business method or a computer program per se algorithm, these are not patentable. Then another is the, which is related to this, is a topology of an integrated circuit. Again, this is not patentable. Now, various terms and definitions are there. I'll quickly go through that. I'll not take much time on this, but it is important because when we draft any patent, when our patent which has been written is examined by the patent office, so how they consider the meaning of the various words, various terms what we are using. So for that it is important. So most of the terms are defined as per the India IT Act 2000. or it is as per the Copyright Act 1957, and if meaning is not defined in any of the statute, then ordinary dictionary meaning of that is considered. So when we talk about the various terms and definitions of use while dealing with the computer related inventions are summarized in this section, and it is clearly written. The terms which are defined in any of the Indian statute have been construed accordingly, and those which have not been given any statutory definition are normally taken based on ordinary dictionary meaning. Out of these various definitions, I'll just try to cover a very 2-3 basic definitions which will be important for us. So of course, algorithm is important because when we talk about writing the program, we are also coming across some algorithms. So when we look at here, it is a set of rules that must be followed when solving a particular problem. Again, the definition is as per the dictionary meaning. So in a statute, there is no particular definition. Now, there is a definition of computer also, which we require to consider. Now, if I go on reading this definition, it will be just like a definition which is given in 3 Idiot by Chachad related to the machine. So computer we might be using, but if you look at the definition which is given in the Indian IT Act 2000, it is any electronic, magnetic, optical or other high-speed data processing devices or a system and so and so. So I'll not read it out that. Then there is a term called the computer network also. Again, it has taken a meaning from the Indian IT Act 2000. Then this is an important, that is a computer program, because we are talking about the patentability of the various softwares, various computer programs. So as per the Copyright Act, the definition is given as the computer program means a set of instruction expressed in words, codes, schemes, or in any other form, including a machine readable medium capable of causing a computer to perform a particular task or achieve the particular results. Then there is a definition of a computer system, which is again as per Indian IT Act. Data, again as per Indian IT Act. We are talking about the firmware also. So firmware, no particular definitions are available in the statute. So again, dictionary meaning is taken up. Then function, hardware. Again, for a hardware, there is no specific definition in this Indian statute. So it has a dictionary meaning like the physical or electronic part of the computer rather than instruction it follows. Then there is a definition for the information which is taken from the Indian IT Act. Okay, now the per se word is very important here. We will understand the importance of this later on when we'll go through the further section 3K. So the general dictionary meaning of word per se is, per se means by itself or in itself or as such or intrinsically, to show that you are referring to something on its own rather than in connection with the other things. Okay, so we are looking at the system in isolation when we say it's per se, without its connectivity with any other things. So software, again, the software definition is not there in a statute. So it is interpreted based on the dictionary definition, and that is the program used to operate a computer. Okay, now we'll be talking about the patenting of CRIs in India. So now Association of Chamber of Commerce and Industry in India had urged the Prime Minister to amend the 2016 guideline on a computer related invention. So when we look at the Indian Patent Act, there are some guidelines related to the examination of the computer related invention so that people can understand more in detail and accordingly they can frame their draft for submission. So what they have urged, they have raised certain concerns, and the concerns are the present CRI guidelines, which do not permit patentability of the software, adversely affect innovation by startups and affect the investment in the ICT sector. Software patents are granted in other countries, and by not permitting software patent, the CRI guidelines are not aligned with the Digital India initiative. So this was the concern. Now, at present, if we look at the Indian Patent Act and CRI guidelines prohibit the patent on software. However, if we look at the facts and reality, software patents have also been granted to by Indian patent offices to the companies like Google, Facebook, Apple, and there are certain Indian companies also. So now the question is whether the patent softwares are indeed desired in India, is designed in India as argued by the SOCM, or are patent office in India inclined to grant the software patent in spirit? So this is the big question, that really the software patents are denied by the Indian Patent Office or they grant the patent. So to understand that, we have to talk about some case study and some examination guideline which is followed by the Indian Patent Office as far as computer related inventions are concerned. Of course, there are certain portion which is remaining common with the other inventions, like the examination procedure of the patent application relating to the CRI is same as that for the other inventions to the extent of consideration of novelty, inventive step, industrial applicability, and sufficiency of disclosure. The determination that the subject matter relates to one of the excluded categories required a greater skill. Now the last one is very important because section 3K says that software patents are not allowed in India. So whenever your subject of invention is judged on the basis of non-patentability under section 3K, this is important. So patentability criteria, let us have a quick look at that. So of course the patents are granted for an invention in the field of technology, whether product or a process, if they meet the criteria of novelty, non-obviousness, that is also known as an inventive step, or industrial applicability. So novelty, if we look at the determination of the novelty in respect of CRI is not different from any other field. So how we can understand? An invention is considered as a new if it is not anticipated by prior publication in patent or non-patent literature, prior use, or prior public knowledge. An invention is new if it has not been disclosed in the prior art. Now what do you mean by prior art? So the prior art means everything that has been published, presented, or otherwise disclosed to the public before the date of filing of the complete specification. A prior art is considered as anticipating novelty if all the features of the invention under examination are covered in a single or are present in the cited prior art document. And mosaicing is not allowed. Now what do you mean by this? Mosaicing means you are combining more than one document, more than one prior art. So mosaicing is not allowed here. We will understand this with the help of very simple example. Now what do you mean by inventive step? It is also known as an obviousness. So inventive step is a feature of invention that involve technical advance as compared to the existing knowledge or having economic significance or both that make the invention not obvious to the person skilled in art. For the purpose of establishing the obviousness of the invention, citing or mosaicing of the prior art is permissible. Now look at here. In first, that is what we call it as novelty, mosaicing of document is not permitted. But in deciding the inventive step, combining more than one prior document is allowed. Now, there is a person skilled in art means a competent craftsman or an engineer as distinguished from the mere artisan. So it has nothing to do with the any qualification. Now to understand, let us talk about some example. Of course, it is not related to the computer invention, but it makes easy to understand. So there is one prior art reference document A, which shows one chair. And if you look at chair, it is having backrest, it is having sheet, it is having the swiveling base. If you look at prior art document B, it shows a chair which is having backrest, sheet, same as previous one, document A. It is having handrest, which is additional one. And if you look at, there's a difference in the base. Okay. Now, this is the new invention as an example. So this is the chair which is having backrest, seat, handrest, as well as the base, which is a swiveling one. So the question is whether this invention can be considered novel or invention is not obvious. So these are the two questions. Now, if we try to understand based on the previous discussion, if we look at the previous two, so when we look at the feature of the new invention, all the features are not available in either A or either B. When it is the case, it is a novel. But when I look at these two documents, say reference A and reference B, it is easy for any person, any craftsman to think of a chair, okay, which has been shown in the new invention by combining the various features. So there is no much experimentation is required, no greater intellectual input is required to come up with this particular invention, and that's why it is not considered as an obvious, non-obvious. Now, industrial applicability, already we have seen in the previous slides the definition of industrial applicability. To understand that, there is one example which I've put up here. This is a very latest patent which has been granted to the Apple, that is in US. So this is related to the Apple Watch, and if you look at here, the model includes the heart rate monitoring, blood pressure measurement, temperature checking, blood oxygen saturation level checking, diet or nutrition information, and so on. So these particular lines talk about the usage applications of this particular watch. So it should have a market. It should be capable of, or we should be capable of commercially exploiting this particular product in the market. And then we can define the industrial applicability. So another requirement here, and in terms of patentability criteria, is sufficiency of the disclosure. Now here, as far as sufficiency of disclosure is concerned, there is a large number of pages and sections which we require to go through. But if we look at in the nutshell, we'll talk about this particular line, which is very important. On the basis of this line, all the sections are defined and requirements has been specified. So the Patent Act 1970 requires the applicant to ensure the complete specification should disclose the invention completely to enable a person skilled in art to work the invention without any assistance of a patentee or any further experimentation. Means when I represent the patent document to the patent office, when it is being published, by reading that document, the person who knows about that technology or having some skill in that area should be capable of performing your invention, reading at your patent draft without taking your help and without going for experimentation. So these is the things which has been written, and when you draft your patent document, you should take care of this. Then ultimately all the requirements will be taken care. Now, in case of patent application concerning computer related inventions, these requirements are considered as fulfilled if the specification addresses the following. So when we look at here, okay, so I am not going into the detail of that. Let us take that particular sentence as a requirement. Now, when we look at the important part under the sufficiency of the disclosure is a claim. Now, when you talk about any patent document, the most important part is claim, because ultimately we are getting the rights, or applicant is getting the legal rights on what they specify in the claim. So when you look at the claim should be clearly defined, or should clearly define the scope of invention, should take care of unity of invention. This is again as per the Patent Act. Unity of invention means in a single application you cannot ask or you cannot demand for the protection for more than one invention. Should be clear and succinct, should fairly based on whatever you have disclosed in your complete specification. The claims in the field of computer related invention need to be construed to ascertain the substance of the claim without wholly relying on the forms and type of the claim. So of course there are different types and forms of the claims. We'll not go into that detail, but what is the requirement here is we'll try to understand. So the subsection 3K excludes a mathematical or a business method or a computer program per se. Now here the word per se is there along with the computer program. So that's why we have understood the meaning of that per se or algorithm from the patentability. So as we can read here, if your invention is related to a mathematical or a business method or a computer program per se or algorithm, section 3K restrict its patentability. Now judgment of mathematical method or a business method is comparatively easier. We'll have some case study here. It is the computer program per se or algorithm related invention that require careful considerations. Now, computer programs are often claimed in the form of method claim or a system claim with some means indicating the function of flowchart or a process step. So we are using some flowchart and some means is there to perform that particular flowchart. Algorithm related claims are even wider than the computer program. So it needs to be understood that algorithms are always more broader terms if you compare or if you try to understand in relation to the computer program. So algorithm related claims are often even wider than the computer program. Claimed by themselves as a single algorithm can be implemented through different program in a different computer languages. So if in a substance, claim in any form such as method or a process claim, apparatus, system or device claim, computer program product or a computer readable medium claim belongs to the said excluded category, they would not be patentable. So you have to look at the basically interpretation of the whole claim and what is the substance behind writing that claim. You have to understand that, and if that is pertain to the say section 3K, it will not be patentable. So how to understand? Some case studies are here. Now there may be a means plus function claim. So the claims concerning computer related inventions are often phrased in means for performing some function, such as means for converting digital to analog signal. These type of claims are termed as means plus function format, where no structural features of those means are disclosed in the specification and specification supports performing the invention solely by the software, then in that cases means is the means plus function, claims are nothing but the software. So whenever you are using even some hardwares but you are not completely specifying the constructional features or structural features of those hardware, then that invention will be considered as only related to the software. So now determination of excluded subject matter relating to the CRI. Now since patents are granted to the invention, whether product or a process, in all the field of technology, it is important to ascertain from the nature of claim computer related invention whether it is technical nature involving technical advancement as compared to the existing knowledge or having economic significance or both, is not subject to the exclusion, and additionally you have to consider that it is not the subject to the exclusion under section 3K. Now section 3K talks about or it excludes mathematical methods, business method, computer program and algorithm, okay, from patentability. So computer programs are often claimed in the form of algorithm as a method claim or a system claim with some means indicating function of flowcharts or a process steps. It is well established that while establishing the patentability, the focus should be on the underlying substance of the invention and not on the particular form in which it has been claimed. So what is important is to judge the substance of claim, taking whole of the claim together. So you cannot break the individual claim and then you can interpret. So you have to consider the whole claim, which is an independent claim. If any claim in any form such as method, process, apparatus, system, device, computer program, product or computer readable medium falls under the said excluded categories, such claims would not be patentable. However, if in substance the claim taken as a whole does not fall in any of the excluded category, the patent should be granted or it should not be denied. So to understand that, let us have some further details of mathematical methods. So mathematical methods are particular example of a principle that purely abstract or intellectual methods are not patentable. Mathematical methods like method of calculation, formulation of equation, finding square root, cube roots, and other all similar act of a mental skill are not patentable. Similarly, mere manipulation or abstract idea or solving a mathematical problem equations without specifying a practical application is also not patentable. So this is something related to the mathematical method which we are excluding. Now, what do you mean by a business method? The term business method involves the whole gamut of activity in a commercial or industrial enterprise relating to the translation of the goods or services, transaction of the goods or services. The claims drafted not directly as a business method, but apparently with some unspecified means are held non-patentable. So if the claimed subject matter specifies an apparatus and or technical process for carrying out invention even partly, the claim shall be examined as a whole. Now, however, mere presence of, so this is also the important, mere presence of the words such as enterprise, business, business rule, supply chain, order, sales, transactions, commerce, payment, etc. in the claim may not lead to the conclusion that this particular claims or invention related to the business methods. Now, claim directed as an algorithm. So again, algorithm is a set of rules or the procedures, okay, or any sequence of the steps, any method expressed by the way of finite list of defined instructions. When we'll take up the example, we'll be understanding more in detail. Now, this is the important part. Claim directed as computer program per se. Claims which are directed towards computer program per se are excluded from the patentability, like claims directed at a computer program's set of instructions, routines, and subroutine. Claim directed at computer program product, storage medium having instruction, database, computer memory with instructions stored in a computer readable medium. The legislative intent to attach the word suffix per se to the computer program by the Joint Parliamentary Committee introducing the Patent Act 2002 is that, say, in the new and proposed clause K, the word per se have been inserted. This change have been proposed because sometimes the computer program may include certain other things ancillary thereto or developed thereon. The intention here is not to reject them for the grant of patent if they are the invention. However, the computer program as such are not intended to be granted. Now, this amendment has been proposed to clarify the purpose. So if we look at a different case study here, we will be understanding how you can interpret the computer related invention and how it will be taken care by the, or how it will be examined by the patent office. So there is an example one, a patent application with the following main claims. So these are the claims: a system enabling subscriber of a wireless telecom operator to execute financial transaction with a mobile phone in which a subscriber has one or several open financial transaction account being managed by the telecom operator, which can receive monetary deposits and on which the debit and credit operations can be executed. The system comprising of a transaction processing platform, which is a software system running on the computer of the telecom operator, a client software program which can run on the mobile phone or on the subscriber identity module inserted in a mobile said client software program. Okay, so I've written these are the claims. Now if you look at the analysis of this, This particular invention, as claimed, is directed towards enabling a telecom operator to manage and complete the financial transactions. Although the claims include the multiple hardware components such as mobile phone, transaction and processing platform, subscriber database, wireless communication networks. In essence, the invention is directed to perform a complete financial transaction while managing the related movement of the account. The invention claimed is viewed as in a whole is related to a non-technical field of doing the business. Therefore, it is excluded under section 3K of the Patent Act, and the particular patent was denied by the patent office, giving the reasons. Now there is an example too. A patent application with the following main claims: a method for generating page suitable for display on a mobile communication device based on a web page from a website server. Said method comprising the steps of initiating at the mobile communication device a request for the web page from the web server, establishing communication link between the website server and mobile communication device on the direct end-to-end secure communication path, receiving at least a portion of the web page at the mobile communication device over said communication link with the said server, obtaining one or more transcoding instructions for the mobile communication device from the server. So this is some say glimpses of the claims which has been claimed by the invention. Now let us look at the analysis. The alleged invention relates to an e-commerce application for transcoding the content or elements of a web page received at a client device like a mobile phone. It was held that mobile communication device configured as such is not allowed due to the lack of specific physical characteristics, and as it works solely on the basis of the software module which has been configured to execute the instruction on the device. So basically hardware used is a standard mobile, and while writing the application we are not talking about the constructional feature of that particular mobile. So under the circumstances, this invention is considered as purely based on the software, and it was denied. Now there is an example 3. A patent application was filed with the following main claim: the method of scoring compatibility between the member of the social network. Said method comprising the steps of preparing interest compatibility score based on expressed interest of the member of that social network, and comparing and computing a compatibility score between the first member of the social network and the second member of the social network based on expressed interest of the first member. So when we look at this particular invention, ultimately if we look at analysis part, what controller held, the controller held that the said method for scoring the compatibility between the social network user is nothing but the business method which shall be used commercially. Thus the subject matter of the invention or instant invention cannot be allowed under section 3K. So these cases we can understand that how the various patent has been denied and on what basis it has been denied. Now the basic question is, suppose when we talk about the softwares which has been denied in the patentability or denied from the patentability, then what are the other rights available to you? So the other available forms of IP are available for production are a copyright. So when we look at the copyright, it is a right given to the creators of original literary, dramatic, musical and artistic work, cinematographic film and sound recordings. It provides right of reproduction, public performance, recordings, broadcasting, translation or adoption of the work. Under the Copyright Act, the term work includes an artistic work, a dramatic work, literary work. Now here literary work including computer program, it is clearly written in the Copyright Act. So literary work including computer programs, tables, compilations and computer databases. Then musical work, sound recording and cinematographic film. So when we look at here the copyright, a clear-cut provision is given that when it has been denied from the patentability, you can apply for the protection in the copyright. Now, in the case of computer program, for the purpose of this act, copyright means the exclusive right subject to the provision of this act to do or authorize doing of any of the following. So copyright protection includes to produce the work in any material form, including the storing of it on any medium by electronic means, to issue the copies of the work to the public not being copies already in circulation, to perform the work in public or communicate it to the public, to make any cinematograph film or sound recording in respect of the work, to make any translation, to make any adaptation of the work, to do any of the point from 1 to 6. Now, to sell or give on commercial rental or offer for sale or for commercial rental any copy of the computer program. So the question here is, there are now two options, whether to go for patent or to have a copyright. So the question is, do you really need a patent for a software related invention where already it has been, there is a provision to protect it under the copyright? So let us understand copyright versus the patent in case of CRI. In many countries, computer programs, whether in a source or an object code, are protected under the copyright. The major advantage of the copyright protection lies in its simplicity. Copyright protection does not depend on any formality such as registration or deposit of the copies in the different 177 countries, as an example, out of the 195 total countries which are coming under the Berne Convention for the protection of a literary and artistic work. This means that international copyright protection is automatic. It begins as soon as the work is created. Means whatever you create, it is your property, and you can stop other people from using it without your consent, without going for any legal formalities. And that is internationally, not on the territorial basis. Also, a copyright owner enjoys a relatively long period of protection. If you look at the patent term is only for 20 years, but here copyrights are for the life of the author plus 60 years after the author's death. So it's a very long protection which you are getting. Okay, in order to enjoy the patent protection, an application for the patent shall comply with both formal and substantive requirement. We have gone through the details. And a patented invention shall be disclosed to the public. These requirements can be legally and technically complex, and their compliance often requires a legal expert assistance. So compared with the copyright protection, the term of protection is much shorter, as already we have seen. Then the question is, why do many people seek to patent their software related to the invention? Why they are not protecting it under the copyright? Now the reasons are, this is one of the strongest reason. So one of the strongest reason is that copyright protection extend only to the expression and not to the ideas, procedure, method of operation, or mathematical concept as such. Although the copyright protects the literal expression of the computer program, it does not protect the ideas underlying the computer program, which often have a very considerable and great commercial values. So with this discussion, now this is the last slide. Okay, just to give you some topic for a thought, that is a virtual trial room concept or a mobile app for the same are patentable in India. Further, if I give you certain example, these are the very latest patent which has been granted in the US, basically not in India. But when we'll discuss vis-a-vis, you can try to have a look whether if this is presented in India now onwards, because there's a provision and they can always enter into the India. So in the Indian Patent Act, based on the understanding, can we have a patent on this particular invention? So the first is a watch for recognizing gesture via the spatial algorithm. This is from the Apple. Okay, and if we look at here the technical feature of that, a new Apple Watch patent recognizes the limb position, gesture, blood oxygen level, and many more. So this was the purpose. Now there is another invention. This is a patent, which very latest patent, which is granted to the Instagrams. So Instagram's patent suggests a plan to charge a fee to put a link in the caption. So Instagram is one mobile app, as we know. The latest patent filed by the Instagram reveals about charging a fee to let users add link to the photo caption. The patent discloses that when a user try to add content with a link, the online system prompt the posting user to pay a fee in exchange of generating a link. And this is a last one which I want to just share. This is again a very latest one, that is a Google smart glasses. Okay, the patent is granted again in US. So Google has received a patent for its next gen glasses. The smart glasses discloses in the patent uses the light field camera to capture image from the multiple position and viewpoint to construct the three-dimensional scene to each of the user eye with the depth cues. So now the question is, whatever the three patent we have discussed, can we represent it to the Indian Patent Office? And if it has been, can we exclude it from the section 3K? So with this, I am just concluding here, and session is open for the question, if any.
Well, Dr. Gandhi, I think everything is covered very clearly, so no one is questioning anything over here, right? And it was really an informative session. Recently, Dr. Gandhi, what I have been seeing is there has been a surge of applications for patent from the college students under the SSIP scheme. And even last week, a team of girls came here from one of the local college, and they were very eagerly waiting for patent for their project. And when I discussed with them the idea, it was purely an idea to capture a video and send to the authority. Authority looking to the video, which they flag the status as whether the thing is approved or not, right? And they are waiting for patent for this. And I was like kind of sure that this cannot be patented under 3K. So, what are your views about that?
So now already, as we have gone through the section 3K, it talks about patent per se are not patentable. Per se means in isolation, in its own existence. But when you are using some software along with some other hardware or some other mechanisms, of course, it can be the probable, it can be the, you can say there is a possibility of drafting the patent and apply for. But the another thing which we require to take care is, whatever the hardware we are using, whatever the system we are using, we should be in a position to completely define the constructive feature. It should not be like you are using any of the mobile which is standard available. If you are using any of the computer which is available as a standard, and you are just uploading your software on that, and then you are performing the particular invention. But if you are using some other devices and coming up with some whole system which can be defined well along with the constructive feature, of course we can thought of. So it is better in that case to explore the patent which has been already applied to the Indian Patent Office in that particular area. So even patent search, if you perform, will acquire a lot of knowledge that what has been done in that particular field and how we can take it forward.
Okay, but their idea was like you are not using some software. It was just standard camera stuff, which you record on your mobile using standard camera software, and then use that video to be uploaded to some web server from there. The authority will just download. So I simply see how is it possible. But in that case, the question now arises is how does the patent consultant file for such kind of cases?
Of course, it is on the basis of analysis again. And if I talk about a very standard hardwares are used without any technical input on the side of the hardware or without any technical input on the integration of, maybe there may be some standard hardwares, but again integration part sometimes is tricky and needs some intellectual input. So if something has been involved in that part, of course you can proceed further, or otherwise it will be difficult to directly come up with the pattern for such type of the cases. So again, what I suggest, we must go through the patent application which has been filed in that particular area and what is the status of technology till now. Because even in most of the cases, it is more or less negotiating with the patent office. In many of the cases, it is purely based on interpretation of section 3K. And section 3K talks about only 3 or 4 lines, not much in detail. So again, how it is being interpreted by the patent examiner, and then when they raise the query, now how as an inventor or as a patent consultant, we are defending that particular query. So again, these two parts will become very important. Otherwise, a lot of patent has been granted, which seems to be a software patent in India also.
Okay, so what after talking to those girls and few other teams, I was really worried about the understanding of patterns for the students. So I would like you to come for one dedicated sessions for the students themselves on how to judge themselves of their idea, whether they are patentable or not, in a very loose language, rather than going into much depth. It would be just like 1, 2, 3 kind of stuff, and they can just say that okay, whether we'll be able to get or not. Because right now, due to the SSIP scheme, there is much hype, and everyone is thinking like they would be getting a patent and whatnot. So maybe basically we might next episode of this Tech Talks, we can have one talk which is dedicated just to students, how they can judge whether their ideas and inventions are patentable or not. I hope you will be open for that.
Sure, sure.
I don't see any other questions coming in really, Dr. Gandhi. So thanks for your time and such in-depth presentation on this matter, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks once again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.